Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain very basic about microeconomics. So it's a lecture on microeconomics introduction. What exactly is the meaning and definition of microeconomics? Meaning, microeconomics is a branch of economics that studies the behavior of individuals and firms in making decisions regarding the allocation of scarce resources and the interactions among these individuals and firms. A definition: microeconomics is the study of individuals, households, and firms' behavior in decision making and allocation of resources. It generally applies to markets of goods and services and deals with individual and economic issues. So basically, microeconomics simply talks about the study or analysis of a particular or an individual. Now, what are the methods we use in microeconomics? So broadly speaking, there are two methods which we use in microeconomic analysis. First, that is deductive method. Now, deductive method or reasoning works from more general to the more specific. Sometimes this is informally called as top-down approach, or deductive method is also when we move from generalized things to particular things. So let's say we want to analyze something. If we have a generalized kind of view, and from there we want to analyze any particular or individual behavior, we use deductive method. For inductive reasoning or method works the other way, moving from specific observation to broader generalization and theories. Informally, we sometimes call this a bottom-up approach. So basically, inductive method is simply when you move from particular to general. Now, I would like you to pause this video for a minute and think about what you have just learned about deductive and inductive method and write two examples of each of these. Hope you have written two examples of each of these. Next, we have approaches in microeconomics. There are two approaches in microeconomics. These are as follows. Number one, positive economics. It is objective and fact-based. Positive economics is related to the analysis which is limited to cause and effect relationship. That simply means that positive economics is actual, it's real, and in other words, normative economics is subjective and value-based. Normative economics aims at examining real economic events from the moral and ethical point of view. So here, whenever we try to analyze or try to think about approaches, if we say that the economy, let's say, should grow or out to grow, that comes under normative economics. Now again, you pause this video for a minute and write one examples each. Hope you have completed the task. Now next, we have what we learn in microeconomics, the broader view about the subject matter. So we start this microeconomics course usually with consumer behavior, and from consumer behavior we derive demand curve of individual and market. Then we move on to producer behavior. Producer behavior, we learn how a producer behaves in certain conditions, and from there we derive supply curves. Then we move on to cost and revenue functions and curves. Then forms of output market like perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, oligopoly. And then we discuss types of input markets like labor markets, or you can say that land market, etc. And finally, we discuss about general equilibrium and welfare economics. Now, I'll provide you after this video 2 MCQs. You need to find the correct answer. Thank you.